Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 25 of my 1 versus 3 versus 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against two separate teams of 3 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Halfling Dreadnought, Welby the Tinkerer. In our last episode, we captured the throne city of Colm, who is a human warlord, and one of our 6 opponents here. You can see Colm the Lucky here, and we've actually captured his throne city of Sightveil. And we're in the process, as you can see here, of absorbing it into our empire. We really dealt a fairly serious blow to Colm. He's definitely going to be reeling, and if we're able to take out Colm himself in the next few turns, we might be able to actually eliminate him from the game. We also uncovered the throne city here of Camille Moonflower, who is Colm's ally, Colm's teammate, I should say, and is a halfling rogue. So now we know where the throne city of our next opponent is as well, and we're going to try in this episode to really prioritize finishing Colm off, as that's going to be very helpful for us at this stage in the game. Now, before I dive into the episode, I did just want to give a couple of quick shoutouts to a few individuals who left some fantastic comments on the last episode. The first of those comments is from Insert Username. Now, Insert suggested that something I could do is actually, instead of kind of using Holly aggressively and attacking in towards the throne of Camille, it might actually be a better idea right now to sort of pull Holly back and kind of consolidate the areas that I do have. So pull her back to kind of my cities that I already have control of. And I think that's a pretty good idea. And sort of the rationale for this is that A, I need to make sure I kill off Colm before I do anything else. That's my main priority. And then B, I also need to make sure that, I should say it's also kind of apparent here that I need reinforcements if I'm going to attack the city. Holly's stack alone probably isn't enough to really, you can see here we've got a fairly decent army, but I just don't think by itself we're going to be able to really take on Camille without some problems. So I think that's a pretty good idea there from Insert. Focus on killing off Colm, and then once that's dealt with, we can then go hunting down Colm's allies. The next set of comments here is from Civ5 Addict. Civ5 Addict makes a great point regarding the composition of Welby's stack. And if we jump down to where Welby is, so I had put this Blight Elemental in Welby's stack, and I'd actually replaced I had this Draconian Flyer in the stack previously. And Civ5 Addict is pointing out that since I'm planning to go and attack this Sphinx Temple, which is going to have a large portion of units that can do fire damage in particular, bringing the Blight Elemental along may not be the best idea, since we don't have any fire protection. We actually have some inherent weakness, which is being made up for by Forge Aprons. And we also have, as you can see here, 60% Spirit weakness, which is going to really be devastating if we come up against units like the Watcher, who uses Doomgaze, which is a spirit attack, or, for example, the Tigran Mystics, who do spirit damage as well as fire damage with their ranged attack. So really good point there from Civ5 Addict, just to be very careful in considering bringing this Blight Elemental along. My rationale for bringing him along is that I can use the Weakening here as a method, along with Weakening Breath and the Disgusting Stench here, all of which will lower resistance potentially. Weakening and Disgusting Stench will, and then Weakening Breath has a chance to, through applying Weakened, of course. And my rationale for this is that since Welby does have Dominate, as you can see there in his big list of things, that this was going to make it easier for me to recruit other units. And again, I still think that's kind of the main point of having him there, but I just need to be very careful if I'm going to do this Sphinx Temple that I don't let my Blight Elemental get basically one-shotted by something. So really good suggestion there, something to just keep in mind from Civ5 Addict. The next comment here is from Ivan Engel. Now, Ivan pointed out that I made a bit of a mistake in the battle here where I was attacking Colm's throne city. And what I did that was kind of egregious, and again, you know, at the time I was kind of hemming and hawing over it, but I had an opportunity in the battle with this party robot prototype where I could have engaged and attacked a Manticore Rider. And that Manticore Rider was in a position that was going to be able to kill off one of my cannons. And unfortunately, that is exactly what happened. Because what I ended up doing is I decided to park the party robot right next to the Magical Rider and throw him in defense mode, which just allowed the Magical Rider to suffer an attack of opportunity and then fly over and kill my cannon. Had I actually attacked the Magical Rider and used up some of its attacks, it may not have had the movement to actually go down and kill my cannon, and even if I had lost the party robot, it would have probably been worth it since the cannons are an objectively better unit. The only caveat is, of course, that my party robot is quite well leveled, but I think even still, I would have rather had another cannon rather than the party robot. In any case, really good point there from Ivan. Kind of a bit of an oopsie on my part in that battle. The next comment here is from Samuel Gomes. Samuel pointed out that I need to remember that I have access to Dispel in my, let's just take a look here. In my combat spells, this is going to be, again, it's a fairly cheap spell to cast, and it's a good way to get rid of any really deleterious and bad effects that are cast by the other leaders that I'm up against. So, good reminder there to always remember I do have Dispel. Some of my heroes actually, I think, have access to similar abilities themselves as well. And Samuel also pointed out that I should probably consider getting a Greater Disjunction as well fairly soon. Whoops, that I was looking there. It's actually the thing I can research here. So I should probably consider getting Greater Disjunction fairly soon in case any endgame spells come up in the near future. Great points there from Samuel. And then finally, we have some comments here from Albtrom. Albtrom pointed out that I probably need to produce a few additional engineers in order to support kind of the vast number of machine units, in particular cannons, that I have a large number of. So obviously we have a whole bunch right here. We have a few in War Master Habby's stack, and then we have a number of other ones down here that we've kind of got in various positions around the map. I think I'm actually going to send this one off the city here and just park this this stack right there. And we had, yeah, here we go. We got some other units that are still moving up. So lots of machine units, and we could use some engineers to help maintain them and reload them in the case of the cannons. That said, Albtron makes another really good point, which is I've been talking about sending an engineer up to assist Pimpton, and Pimpton is right here. Now we have a couple of machine units with Pimpton, and we don't have any way of maintaining them or repairing them. And I was talking about, oh, I need to get an engineer up there pronto. Well, the problem, though, is that engineers only restore machine units by 3 health per turn unless they hit gold medal, at which point they gain a repair ability, which is then very good. But an engineer by itself isn't really going to be that useful for repairing these machine units. And on that note, I could instead send up some builders. So I'm actually in the process, I believe, of working on, or maybe I already finished them. So I have a builder that's moving over this way. I think I might also produce maybe one additional builder here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do one more. I almost went battering ram. Halfling builder there. We'll make one more. And the rationale here is that the builder can actually repair machines very well, provided it's produced in a city with the Masters Guild, of course. And they can also be used to build roads to speed up my reinforcements coming up. And then if I encounter any situations where I want to put a little fort or a watchtower, I can do that as well. So a great point there from Albtrom. And then Albtrom also did a couple of experiments in the comments section to try to figure out kind of what was going on. We've had a few comments on the channel that myself and others have noticed have not really been appearing. And so Albtrom did a little bit of investigation, kind of some trial and error to figure out what was going on. And again, we don't know for sure, but certain comments seem to maybe not be appearing. So don't take it personal if I don't respond to one of your comments. It might just be that, because I make an effort to respond to everybody as best I can, but of course, it might also be that there are some bugs going on with the comment section, but don't let that dissuade you. Again, for the most part, they seem to be working okay, so keep them coming, guys, because as you can see here, they're always greatly appreciated, and they make a big difference. So thank you to Albtrom for the trial and error to try to figure out what's going on. And thank you to everybody for the excellent advice here. Again, I think we're in a really good spot now in the game. I really wasn't very confident with how things were looking, but I think maybe we can see the light and things maybe have some hope again. So let's try and keep the good times rolling here, and let's dive right in. We're going to keep this cannon kind of moving up north. Again, I'm starting to now reinforce my northern position as well, as I, again, maybe incorrectly am kind of assuming that I have enough units in the vicinity of Colm's area with all of kind of the things I have over here. So I'm kind of assuming that I already have enough military force on this side. So now I'm trying to kind of reinforce my northern position a little bit. Now, on that note, I think we will take Pimpton and do a little bit of battling here. So we have a few pretty powerful units that we can fight here. I think what we'll do is we'll take the stack we have. I could also, I suppose, add in this flyer as well. Maybe not the worst idea. I don't think the cannon benefits from... Yeah, the cannon doesn't benefit from resurgence. So I suppose we could send the cannon off to the side and have the flyer benefit from resurgence. That said, maybe I'll just bring the flyer in, engage the battle with the flyer, and just remember that if the flyer is killed, it's not going to come back. I think that's what we'll do. So again, just remember that the flyer does not have resurgence currently. Right, let's see what kind of damage we can do with our cannon here. I think we'll probably blast one of the flying units if possible here. Just to try to minimize their... You know what, we can back up even further here. Let's see. I think we can do one more. Yeah. Oh, not quite. That's going to impede our line of sight. We'll do this. There we go. That's some big damage. Quite nice there. We can bring our flyer over, and then we can park our... Yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring Pimpton over, and we're going to drop a nice big juicy heal on that flyer. Really try and get him ready for combat here. Now we have to be careful because, of course, the pesky succubi are going to try, I'm sure, for a seduction. But we can just kind of group our units up then and let the onslaught come at us here. Alright, going after my little guys. Not really a huge surprise there. The cannon we can back up into the corner and drop a nice reload on. Now, as for kind of the rest of the units that we have here, it would be great to just blast this succubus into oblivion. That would be ideal. Whoops. Didn't mean to zoom in quite like that. Let's see. We can kill off the gold wyvern here, so let's do that. Very nice. And then that's going to free up our adventurer here to perhaps maybe kind of sprint up here a little bit. I guess I didn't really need to use sprint, but we can do a little bit of damage there to the succubus. And then now the big question is, how do we want to approach the succubus? I think with Pimpton, what we'll do is we will bestow Iron Heart on our flyer. And then we can send our flyer up there to put some work in on that succubus. You know what? Let's sprint. And that'll allow us to get in behind like this. Do a nice big flank attack here. And then we should be able to step up like this and get the kill. Excellent. Okay. And then we can put ourselves in defense mode there. Now we're in good shape. Wasted some mana or some casting points on that Dispel. Kind of goofy. Hang on now. Do any of our units have Guard Breaker? They do. So let's try that. Okay. Almost killed them. And then let's try for a conversion. Okay, it didn't work. I just wanted to give it a shot just in case we had the good luck there. Or another unit wouldn't be so bad. Then we can get the kill here. Very nice. Okay, so that takes care of that stack, and our units are in good shape. I think what we'll do is we'll actually move the cannon off one back here, maybe. And, yeah, we're not quite able to make it up here, unfortunately, so I think what we'll do is we'll just sit kind of like this. Meanwhile, the flame tank can move in and guard the dragon dwelling for us there. Let's see, can we get... Not quite. I don't think this unit can make it... Yeah, it can't quite make it all the way down there. So we're all right. And I think we're good right there, so we'll tell Pimpton to just chill. Okay, now we have a cannon here that's been produced in Bebjun. We are going to send that cannon up this direction to join in with some other units up there. Now, we did have some success last episode. We actually captured the town of Frim, which belonged, I believe, to Awaness, if I'm not mistaken. So we've taken it, cleared it out. This stack kind of did the work. You know what? We'll step up there and just guard the city. Now, oh, we got to level up with Pimpton. Let's see. What other options do we have here? I think we might do a healing aura just to provide a little bit more healing for some of our units in the stack. Unfortunately, we don't quite have enough for divine channeling. I suppose we could grab strong will. That would protect Pimpton from any mind control effects being, used on him. And it would also give him spirit protection, so let's do that. Yeah, so now he's a little bit more protected as the leader here of this stack, which is, I think, good for him. You know what? Let's even maybe grab him a little extra health as well. Arundel has a quest. We're not going to even worry about that at the moment. Let's see. Do we have anything else underground that we can do? Oh, yeah, these fairies can move. Again, we were kind of on the hunt for some way to get our units down to this little dwarven area that we have. I think we will just keep moving this way. Maybe try and find a... I mean, again, we could tunnel through here with our... Actually, I don't think we have a unit that can tunnel, but eventually we could tunnel through to let our units come through there. That would be kind of nice. We also have our spy drone. I can't remember if... Yeah, so I can move the spy drone. Of course, we came under attack from the undead there, which wasn't ideal. A little bit of mana. Let's grab that. Ooh, and then we want to stay away from this a little bit, that's for sure. Okay. Had a number of join offers, which we're going to ignore once again, because not really interested in that. Again, I had already mentioned we're not doing that quest. Not sure why I clicked on it again. Let's decide here now. What do we do with Leo? So we've got some options here. Again, we're going to ignore these dragons. They're just a little bit too strong for us at the moment. So it would be ideal to maybe start clearing out some of these other structures. I don't know if the tomb is really going to be a good choice for us at this point. I mean, I think we could probably do it without too much issue, but there is an element of risk there that might not be worth. We could rejuggle the stack if necessary, so let's at least take a look at what's in. So, ooh, and look at this. We've actually got some of Quandria's units here that we could go and fight, so maybe we'll prioritize that instead. I think that's probably the better idea. I would like to go for this unit because it does have a hero, which would be good to kill. So let's do that. Move our stacks on down this way. Here we go. All right, and then let's engage this battle here. So great opportunity for us to kill off one of Quandria's heroes. Now, this is, I think, my first time seeing the Archon Avenger in battle here. So he has Spirit Blast. Okay, what else does he have? Let's take a look. He is an Evil Slayer. He has Holy Champion. He's dedicated to good, of course. We have a lot of upgrades here from from being a unit of the Rogue here. So... what kind of unit is he? He's an irregular. Interesting. Okay. So Archon Avenger is an irregular unit, and he has 100% Blight and Spirit Protection. We're going to have to remember that. So we'll have to be a little bit cautious with him. He's definitely not a pushover by any stretch. Alright, why don't we throw... We'll have to be careful, too, because he does quite a bit of Spirit damage. Some Blight damage as well. We'll have to be cautious because our Blight Elemental, unfortunately... it does have, so thanks to Strong Will, we actually have Spirit Protection on him, so that's really, really good. Otherwise, I was going to say he's fairly weak to Spirit damage. So we'll throw a Nourishing Meal on him, and we aren't going to be able to dominate him at all unless we weaken him or something first, just because of the Spirit Protection that this unit has. Spirit Immunity, I should say. We're going to Lightning Sprite it up over on this side here. All of our Storm Priests are going to go Lightning Sprite. There we go. And then I think our Exterminators can more or less just kind of hang out. Might be nice to kill off that Lightning Sprite with some pistol shots. Let's see. Yeah, that's not really going to be that easy, though, so I think we'll just hang back. Okay, now as for Leo here, we can... Oh, wow, we can actually do a lot of damage. Why don't we send in our Blight Elemental here? Yeah, and he's not going to be affected by that. I wonder, we have an opportunity. We could maybe try and dominate this hero. Yeah, so we could try that later. So let's maybe give that a shot if we can. So I'm just going to go like this and get in there and fight a little bit. And I think I will bring my Mystic on up. Ooh, and I maybe shouldn't have parked right there, but that's all right. Do a little bit of damage. We got to keep the Dread Spider Baby kind of in reserve here, just because we don't want them to be killed off by any kind of oopsie attack or anything like that. And then, yeah, I think maybe I'll bring Leo up just kind of like this to help out a little bit with the Avenger. There we go. As for the Buttercup Fairy, suppose we could kind of step in as well and do a little bit of work. There we go. Okay. So our Blight Elemental's taking a bit of damage, nothing we can't handle. Yeah, we're okay there. This is actually a good opportunity for our Spider Baby to get a little bit more experience here, so let's do it. Great. Yeah, so that boosted them up just a little bit. And our Brew Brother here can step up and probably kill the Avenger, yep. Great, okay, that frees up the rest of our units here. Our Blight Elemental, I suppose we can step up like this. Do a little bit of damage to that Storm Priest. Our Mystic, on the other hand, I think we're going to Werepanther. And then we're going to step up like this and do a little bit of damage there with our Pounce ability. Meanwhile, Leo can charge in and basically kill the Storm Priest or be very, very close to killing the Storm Priest. So let's do that. Nice. And then we can probably get the finish here with our Fairy. Excellent. All right, so now it's just the hero that's left. And I think what we'll do is we will park our Lightning Sprites right kind of here. Maybe we'll even attack and try for a shock. Oh, got lucky. Okay, well, we'll park our other one right here. And then we're going to retreat our Storm Priest back just a little bit, I think. Because I actually am going to try for a Dominate on this hero, I believe. So we'll keep our Storm Priest back just a touch so they're not quite at risk. Not that I'm really that concerned about them, frankly, but we'll kind of park our, Cavalry kind of to protect. And then defense, defense, defense. Kind of across the board, I think. Now let's see what happens here. All right, that's kind of what I was expecting, so that's actually pretty good. Now we can move our Blight Elemental in, throw a Weaken on the hero, and then try for a Dominate, I think. Yeah, and we got a 60% chance, which is, that's pretty decent, actually. So let's step right up, and let's try it. Nice, look at that. We got ourselves a new hero. Fantastic. That's really good, as now we basically have a hero to lead our other stacks, so I will happily accept this hero. Retromoria, the Shadow Star. Let's take a look at her. She has Exploit Shadows. She has a few items here. Nothing spectacular, but we could probably sell this helmet. Having Mariner isn't really going to be of much use for her. Let's get rid of that. Lucky is going to be pretty good for her. Blight Concealment, again, not really that useful. We'll just sell that off. The Shield, obviously, is going to help, and Frostling Ice Pick, not so bad. So she does have Shadow Shift. She has Emergency Repair, which is really, really nice. Exploit Shadows. Anything else kind of crazy going on? She does have Shadow Demon Slayer, because she is a Shadow Elf. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm actually quite happy to have her. That's really, really nice. And then, yeah, what we'll do is we can move this stack over to basically join in with her, I think, is going to be kind of the game plan there. I'm curious, why can't we... Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong stack here. We want to move down this way. There we go. I was like, why can't I join up my two parties? But that's because I was trying to join them in with Leo. So yeah, now we basically just got a new hero to help lead our stacks. Very happy about that. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for these two. Again, our settler we're trying to figure out. I think what we'll do is we'll make a couple units in Remnor and then send them along with, and we can go and do some work. So let's make a prospector first of all. We can send the prospector up, tunnel through here, and let that ferry come on down to join us, perhaps. We do have to be kind of careful because that's going to invite an opportunity here for other units to come on down if they end up getting angry at us or something, if there's an enemy that comes down this way. But, I mean, again, it's still a bottleneck, so I'm not too upset about it. And then, yeah, we'll tell this unit to just hang out for a few more turns. I know it's kind of expensive as a tier... I think it's a settler as a tier 3 unit, so it's pretty expensive to just have it sitting there and not really doing anything, but I think it'll be worth. Alright, so now it's time to choose a research option here. Again, Greater Disjunction is pretty attractive at the moment. I do want to eventually get one of our endgame spells. And of course, Resurrect Hero wouldn't be so bad to have as kind of a backup. Structural Insight. Irregular units receive Sabotage. That'll really only be useful against the Theocrat that we're up against. Yeah, I think we're going to do Greater Disjunction. Get that out of the way. Meanwhile, in Rados here, let's do... You know, we could start developing Rados. I mean, it is nice that we do have the Flowrock Quarry. And it would be great. We could build up a few units and maybe try to clear out some of these structures eventually. But I think for now, we're just going to have this city just basically be providing me some income. Now, Fula Zaire, unfortunately, is under attack, but... We had some units we were moving in to try to help, and that's this stack here. They're not going to get there right away, though. So in the meantime, I think we'll just do merchandise. Ripura here, we're going to do a little bit, I think, more production. Oh, a big part of me wants to do this Tenebrious Citadel, even if it isn't necessarily that worth it. It's a big financial investment to start doing it. But I think it would be cool to get Umbral Weaver Charioteers going. Again, I don't know if it's really that beneficial for me, though. It's probably not the wisest investment of my assets. Let's see what else we've got here. So, yeah, we've done the production for most of these other cities that we have in the Shadow Realm at the moment. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pass on this just because it's going to take 5 turns. It's a pretty long time to kind of be sitting around waiting for that. And it's a big investment, 300 gold. That's more than I'm unfortunately willing to spend at the moment. So, in the meantime, why don't we... Just looking at what else we could do. We've got 2 Storm Priests here, a Night Guard, and an Arcane Archer, along with that Spy Drone, of course. Maybe we'll just do another Storm Priest. Over to Asyut here. I think we can start doing some Engineers over here. Probably wise. Now, Beb Jun, we can continue to pound out cannons and flame tanks. We'll do another cannon. Over to Hard Thistle here. Again, we do need engineers, but in the cities that can make these in 1 turn, I think I'm going to continue doing that. Make another flame tank here. Alright, so now we have to decide what to do with Holly. Again, we could move down and kill off this unit, I think. Can we get there? Yeah, we can get there. Could go kill off this little Jester. We could also head over and maybe try and grab this Sphinx Temple eventually. Because, again, we're not going to be charging in there to try and kill off the throne just yet. That's going to be for a later date. Once we've dealt with Colm. So let's go down there and we can at least kill off this little Jester. Good opportunity here to heal up some more of my units as well. Alright, so let's go and drop a nice big heal on the Ogre. We could use it. Then we can flank the little guy. Or just outright kill him. Okay. So 1 less unit of Awan-S that we have to deal with. And then, yeah, we'll just regroup our stack here. So, yeah, we're bringing Holly kind of back in. Just keeping her kind of in the vicinity here in case things get bad. We need reinforcements. Now, as for Hobby here, I had entertained the idea of sending Hobby up north, but it might be better to send him over this way, just in case things get kind of ugly and we need more of our really strong units. So maybe we send him up like this. Now, he does have, let's see, he has a cannon and a flame tank. It would be nice for him to have another machine unit, and this flame tank could use the repairing, so I think we'll actually send it up with him. There we go. So that's going to take care of that. Now, we have to be careful. We don't want to send him up all by himself. I suppose we could leave the musketeer behind. But it might be nice just to have some... I realize I've kind of left Habby by himself up here, so I at least want to send that musketeer up to help reinforce slightly. Maybe this cannon as well, since it can kind of make it. Here we go. And then this stack, I suppose we could just kind of reinforce the city for now. So maybe we'll do that. And then we can decide what to do with them sort of next turn once we see how things kind of go. Yeah, this cannon we're just going to tell to chill out for now. War Master can just kind of hang out where he is. Flame tank here can just guard the dragon dwelling. This little guy has a little bit more movement, but I think we'll just keep him where he is. This stack is going to chill. And that's going to do it for our turn. So we'll end it there. And let's see what kind of happens here. Alright, so it's Camille's turn first. And of course, she's going after the spy drone. We'll just let that spy drone die. Oh, and I didn't quite see. I think Camille's probably back now. I think that was her spawning in her throne. Not really surprising that she attacked my spy drone there. But at least, you know, it did its job. We know where the throne is. And that's going to give us good opportunity to mount an offensive against her in the near future. It'll be interesting. I'm wondering if Colm is going to think about surrender here. I'm not sure. I mean, again, he's probably still got some decently powerful units. We know for sure he's at least got... Oh, she disjuncted Suppressed Nature. That's annoying. We know he's at least got a couple of cities over here. He's got probably this one here for sure, and this one up here. And he's got one in the Shadow Realm for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if Colm keeps fighting. And it looks like he is. I can see that he's still... Part of me was really hoping he was just going to surrender outright, but... Alright, man, we'll do it the hard way. So yeah, I'm actually quite glad that I didn't send Habby up north. I need to really make sure I finish off Colm while I've got him on the ropes. Sick Bockerston has had a domain invasion. Okay, so this evangelist is coming in to try to take Sick Bockerston, so thankfully we have Holly in the vicinity. We can send her over to deal with that. Alright, it's Galendil's turn here, so now let's see if any funny business is going to happen sort of on this northern front here. I guess I should maybe say the northwestern front. Okay, Quandria's turn now. So there she's retreating that succubus. I'm sure she's doing some work here in the Shadow Realm as well. So yeah, she's pulled some units back, it would appear. Probably not very happy that we took that hero from her. We're going to go through and try to just reclaim as many of these cities as we can that have been taken from us here. Might even raid this Hollow Grove and see if we can recruit a unit or two from it on our way by, since we do have Dominate with Leo. Be nice, too, in that battle, hopefully we can evolve the Dread Spider baby. Get it up to that gold medal. Get it promoted. Have a nice tier 3 Dread Spider, that'll be good. We'll have to try and recast Suppressed Nature at some point as well. Now it's Zorn's turn, and again, I have yet to see any of Zorn. I haven't seen any of Zorn's units or cities yet, so I don't know exactly where Zorn is. Okay, now our spy drone has come under attack, but I should be able to do a little kind of cheese magic here and keep them from killing me. So you move a little bit closer to them, and then you retreat back. And now they should run out of room, and they won't be able to... Or I won't run out of room, I guess I should say. I'll be able to retreat back far enough that they won't get to me. Now, ideally, I would like to find a way maybe for this spy drone to get up to the surface or something like that. I think that would be kind of useful, just based on sort of where it's located. Alternatively, maybe just gathering more resources as I've kind of been doing. Extra mana, extra gold. Okay, and we're coming under attack yet again, but we were able last time to sort of outlast here. So if we retreat back in a kind of linear fashion, I think we'll be okay. And then we ran off kind of the left side, so we're just going to stick to the plan as much as we can here. So yeah, that assassin kind of blocks, in a way, the scoundrels from being able to do much. You know what, we might have to run to the right side this time, actually. So I think that's what we'll do. Hopefully I didn't screw myself over. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, because the ranged units are in the back, so I think we're all right. So now let's kind of go here, and I think that's out of range. Yep. Should be just fine right there. Okay, perfect. We're retaining control of the city. That'll allow our other units to come in and provide reinforcement. Very nice. All right, Welby's egg is finally hatched, which is good for him. Oh, and here it is. I was kind of anticipating Colm might want to surrender, and I'm going to happily accept that. So Colm says, "My empire is crumbling. Our cause is hopeless. I offer you my throne and my fealty, and I will happily accept that, good sir." Now, hopefully we didn't freeze here. We're a little bit of a lag spike there, but we're okay. All right, so Colm is now part of our empire, and let's see, where did Colm appear? Because usually when you do that, the hero joins you. Maybe at my throne, perhaps? I'm not actually sure where he is. Well, we'll have to find him. First of all, we have a level up here with Holly, so we're going to do Healing Aura. We've been meaning to do that for a while. So Healing Aura for her, that's going to help. And then I think we'll just kind of keep the rest of them for if we level up again, we can do maybe some more casting points or something like that. Blessings of Health might be a decent option too. Let's just see here. So if we jump between our heroes, we can probably find him. There he is. Okay, so there's Colm. Oh, wow, and he's actually got some decent items here. So he's got really, really good melee weapon here. Backstab, frost damage, high elf slayer. He's got bard skills, which is kind of nice. Blight protection. Ooh, a decent ring here with spirit protection and extra resistance. He's got a nice mount there. Some boots. Extra pair of boots, which I don't know if any of our heroes are missing footwear, but if they are, we can send that off to them. So very happy to have Colm. Let's see now. Is anyone missing footwear? Pimpton is, so we can send Pimpton some high heels here. Hopefully he'll appreciate those. There we go. And we can just set this up there like that. All right, so yeah, you know what? Actually, great position for him, because now we can slap him in here and he can lead this stack, which is, I think, really good, actually. That turned out well. We'll kind of sort that out here a little bit later. So let's see. We did have our domain invasion, which we already kind of noticed. Again, Welby's egg is hatched, and he now has a fantastic mount. That's a big deal for him. What else? More items have arrived. So we have a mount here for Pimpton, which we forgot to sort of equip there. Might as well equip his boots so that when they get there, they can be ready to go. We had a cup of tea arrive. That is... right. So now Leo has the ability to heal, which is really, really good. Merlin's robe has also arrived for him. I'm guessing that was one of the other items. So we can replace the tunic here, and we can, I think, send that off to our newly acquired Dreadnought hero can benefit from that. So let's send that off to Retrimoria. So now she has some chest gear. She can equip that. Or she will next turn, I guess. Yeah, so that was the Merlin's robe. And again, my rationale was that, you know, the extra hit points and the resistance would be nice because we already had pretty high defense, but our resistance was a bit lower. And then Jack's gift, so now we have 70 health, thanks to the combo of plus 10 from the robe and plus 10 from the bracelet there. So that's really, really good. We've had a lot of join offers here again. Ooh, and we finished our Parthenon. Now, let's take a look at what that lets us do. We can produce an Archon Saint. We can also start working now on some of the more advanced structures here. So we could do a Chamber of Regeneration that's going to allow us to do the Citadel of Light and the House of Judgment. Again, these are our two basics. The Hall of Initiation lets us do the Archon Paladin. You know, maybe we do one Saint just to have another unit, and then we can go back and maybe reclaim this city here. Again, it's pretty well defended, so we're going to need some decent units there. So, again, we could do a Saint. Build us up a few units to move down and start working on that. Alternatively, though, we could just start working on the Chamber of Rejuvenation. Not sure. I think the Archon Paladin is a tier 2 unit, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Might be a tier 3, actually. Meanwhile, the Chamber of Rejuvenation, I'm assuming, is going to lead us to being able to produce... I'm assuming that's going to give us the opportunity to produce the Archon Titan, maybe with the House of Judgment or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I think maybe, yeah, let's just do the Chamber of Rejuvenation and get working on that. All right, and a level up here for War Master Habi. Let's see what other options we have. We could give him Tireless. That's pretty decent. What are our other choices? Field Medic might not be so bad, although really we mostly have machine units, so that's probably not as useful for him. Also, we could give him some extra casting points, which maybe would be helpful. Yeah, I think that's probably a wise choice. Let's give him some extra casting points here if we can. Yeah, we'll give him some more warfare. Now he can throw Last Stand on himself and on the golem there, or the party robot, I should say. All right, so now we can start redirecting our forces kind of north. So let's do that. We're going to send our units kind of up this way here. We want to back Holly up, of course, because she is going to lead the charge against Camille now. So, yeah, I think we'll kind of set up like this. And then we can attack this unit. Try and kill it off, hopefully without too much issue. Okay, good opportunity here to drop some additional healing. Let's see. Our Ogre could use some. This Ogre could use some. Our Musketeer could obviously use some. I think we'll go for the Ogre first. And we'll just let him kind of come to us here. And there we go. All right, so now we got a chance to do a little bit more healing. I think we'll do it to this Ogre over here. Very nice. So first things first, let's do some blasting with the Musketeer. Very good. Oh yeah, we got Guard Breaker with our Shock Trooper, so let's take advantage of that. Excellent, and then we can get the kill with this Ogre. Excellent. Alright, so that takes care of that Evangelist, and we have, unfortunately, some more units coming in to kind of harass our city here, so I think we might just keep Holly kind of right there, just to guard a little bit in the meantime, while we're waiting for reinforcements to kind of move on up. Now, where do we want to go here with Pimpton? Again, we know that this is very well defended and going to be quite difficult to attack, at least based on the last time we were there. So perhaps we want to maybe move up and try for Quandria's little city over here. That might not be such a bad idea, and we can send this cannon up to kind of meet us up there even. Kind of like this. So how far over can we get? Unfortunately, not quite as far as I'd like. Yeah, I think we'll move over this way. And then we'll grab the haste berries next turn with Pimpton, and then... Yeah, there we go. So that's looking pretty good. We'll keep our cannon near Pimpton just in case. Got this cannon continuing to move further north here. It's good for us. Okay. Level up here for Pimpton, so let's decide now. He's got pretty decent casting points, so unfortunately we don't have enough for that. Instant Wrath might not be such a bad one. I think maybe we'll do that. We had a level up here for Welby as well. Now, I'm assuming we must have finished an Empire quest or something for us to be able to level up all our heroes like that. Yeah, Centurion. We're the first to have 100 units, so all of our units leveled up instantly. That explains why all of our heroes are suddenly leveling up, so that would explain a lot. Welby here has a level up, which not really sure what would be best for him at this point. He's already very, very powerful. I suppose we could do a vision range upgrade and give him a little bit more scouting, maybe. But I think I would rather just kind of beef him a little more here, so we're just going to turn him into an absolute monster. You know what? Let's do the vision range, too. Not that we're even going to really need it necessarily, but... Alright, so now the big question, do we want this Blight Elemental coming along for the ride into this Sphinx Temple? The danger there is, of course, that we've really just got a lot of other machine units, so... You know what? I think I'm willing to kind of gamble this. I think we'll be alright. Ooh. On second thought, maybe not so much. Again, these Watchers, you can't dominate them. They have mind control immunity. And Tigran Mystics, I mean, they're nice to get, but it's not like that's an absolute must-have. So maybe I will backtrack a touch on that. You know what? Let's swap out the Light Elemental here real quick for a... we could bring the Fire Elemental, or we could bring the Draconian Flyer, perhaps. You know what? Let's bring the Flyer in just so that we have a little bit of extra oomph for this battle. Yeah, none of these units are that exciting for me to dominate, I guess. Not saying, you know, it's not that it's not worth doing. It's more just that, you know, I was hoping for a really nice tier 3 of some kind. But I guess when you think about it, the units that spawn in the Sphinx Temple are pretty much the Sphinx themselves, which obviously are immune to mind control, and same with the Watchers. So I guess I really shouldn't be all that surprised. Nope, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Nice. All right, we killed one off right away. Very good. Flame tanks can just kind of chill as they are. We'll move well beyond back. Was going to say we could buff the Flyer, but I think it might be better to reload a cannon, actually. And then our Flyer can step up and act as a bit of a front there. Boom gaze action. Thing we can't handle. Yeah, we're tanking the damage actually very well. Alright, so now let's see. Oh yeah, we can do some big fire damage there. Fantastic. Wonder if we can step over and just get the kill outright. You know what, I think maybe instead we'll do this. Ooh, now if I step over, could I get both of them? I don't think so. So now we'll go like this. Unfortunately, this Mystic is probably going to... Oh, nice. Okay, so killing momentum's going to let me kill both of them. That's excellent. Cannon here, we can step up and blast like this. And then I think, yeah, we should be okay to kill the Watcher. Could try for a Dominate on the Mystic, but I think I'd rather just kill the Watcher. And this cannon's just going to reload. And that will do it for our turn. I was kind of expecting a Werepanther there, but hey, that's fine too. Well, I guess we could try for the Dominate. Sure, why not? Might as well give it a try. Yeah, didn't really expect it to work. Are any of our units kind of hurting for experience? Not really, so we'll just get the kill with the Flyer. Okay. Ooh, and very nice. War Axe of Fangir. That's a really good one. Wall Crusher and +4 melee strength. Good melee weapon. Ooh, and a ton of extra knowledge. I will gladly take that. And I think I will actually replace Welby's melee attack with that. And I think we could probably sell the dagger off. I think everybody else has at least some kind of melee weapon. Yes, they do, so let's just sell that. Very good. Okay. Nice reward there. Very happy with that. So now Welby, we want to head over here. We can clear this out. Meanwhile, this stack can go up here and deal with bandits there. Now, in terms of which unit I want to maybe leave this stack, I think the priest would be better off maybe going with... Although that does provide some range damage. I'm just trying to think, because I want Colm leading this stack. I want the Blight Elemental in with Welby going forward. So if Colm's going to lead it... Let's see, we got 2 melee units that are very mobile. 2 additional melee units here. We've got the Fire Elemental who is going to hopefully evolve. And then the Priest. So maybe, yeah, maybe we send off one of the Flyers here. You know, we can even send him off this way to go and join in the fight. There we go. And then we can group up. And we should be able to initiate this battle. I guess we'll just let them run. Nice, Dwarf Crossbowman and a Mesmerizing Necklace. Or we could just sell it. You know what, I'm going to just sell it for some gold, I think. Yeah, let's sell that for gold. A little extra gold, that's going to be, I think, more useful than that. The Crossbowman would have been nice to just guard the city, I guess, but... And then I think, I'm just trying to decide where's the best path here. I think we'll go up this way. There we go. Alright, so lots of other things here. Again, we're going to ignore all these join offers for now. I just don't think that's worth spending our money on. We'll finish our level ups here. So we have Leo, who we can level up. Leo we can give Field Medic to, which might be decent at this point. He does have a lot of casting points, which is quite good for him. So yeah, we'll give him Field Medic. Just make him a little better at keeping his units nice and healthy. I think that's going to do it for him. And then we also had a level up with our brand new Dreadnought hero. Guardian Flame would probably be a decent choice. I think that would probably be a good one. Forge Aprons is also going to be nice. You know what? Since we're leading a whole bunch of Shadow Elf units as well, Forge Aprons would be really good. That said, Guardian Flame would at least give this hero some healing, so let's do Guardian Flame. There we go. Colm has lost, of course, so in turn 59, Colm has surrendered. We finished Greater Disjunction thanks to that big boost of extra knowledge, which was really, really timely. We'll send Leo over here, and of course, thanks to that, every one of my units getting a level up, the Dread Spider Queen has evolved, which is good. Let's head over here and see if maybe we can do this Hollow Grove battle. Ooh, my, we've got a Horned God. He does have strong will, so we're not going to be able to mind control him. Holy cow, this is a pretty nasty battle. I'm actually not feeling super confident about this one. Cockatrice here, dedicated to evil. Pretty powerful unit. And again, 3 Nightshade Fairies and a Mature Reed Serpent. I don't think we can do this one. I kind of thought maybe we'd have a chance at it, but it's a little bit more powerful than I was actually anticipating. So yeah, let's just head down and start working on maybe clearing out some of these cities here. Now, our spy drone. Let's see, we could check out what's kind of up this direction, perhaps. Let's see. Hoping I can find a tunnel of some kind up here. Ooh, and we got some treasure over there. I can go and grab that. All right, lots of things that we've produced. So we want to figure out kind of maybe where we're going to move some of our produced units, of course. Now, did we finish? Yes, we did. So we do have our little tunneler here. So we're going to send our prospector up this way. He'll dig a hole through here and let this ferry come on through. And then we can start building up a stack to escort our settler. Oh, and you know what? This little group is now going to be able to guard Bebjun, which means we can send this stack up this way. All right, we're going to send this unit up as well. Again, just kind of moving everybody as best we can. This little group will guard the city there. Our builder, again, we're going to move him over and try and get kind of right in here and put a little... I think we're going to put up a little fort here to obtain some extra gold income. Get 30 extra gold per turn. I think that'll be worth it. Meanwhile, this builder, we're going to head up in this direction. And we do have ourselves another flame tank here that can move up to join the northern front. Now, we do have an engineer that can maybe go up to assist with some of these machine units, of course. And now, over here, we can bring this stack in to reinforce our position in the Shadow Realm. We can actually deal with these pesky units here, so let's take care of that. Taking a bit of damage there. Now, let's reload our flame tank here. And then do some fire damage. Oh, yeah, that's real nice. Excellent. All right, so then that scoundrel we can now pretty much kill off here. Quite kind of out of my range, unfortunately. So we'll use the Mystic to kill like that. And I think the flame tank's probably going to take a bit of a pounding, but I suspect we're going to be okay. Oh, I forgot they have sabotage. Oh, dang, they killed off my Mystic. I was expecting them to actually use... These little guys, I think, have... Oh, it's the scoundrel that has sabotage. I was going to say I had to be really careful because that sabotage could really screw me over if I'm not careful. The hatchling is in rough shape, so... I'm going to have to figure out how to bail the hatchling out a little bit here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit a bunch of these units with fire damage at once here. Might not really be possible. Temple Guard here could flank the assassin, and then we could step up with our engineer and probably get the kill. How much damage do we do with the oh yeah, with the blunderbuss shot, we would definitely be able to get the kill. So yeah, let's try that. So we'll turn them there. Well, maybe not definitely, but we have a good chance. And blunderbuss them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, very good. And then I think if we step up, should be able to bail out our little guy. Maybe if we come around like this. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. And then if we step our hatchling up like this, maybe we can get the kill. Not quite, eh? Unfortunately, that little hatchling's going to die. But, again, it was worth clearing out these pesky units. We have the engineer still, of course, and we have the flame tank who's going to get the kill. Excellent. So yeah, unfortunately we lost a few units, but we were able to protect the city and kill off the threat to the city. And now we can start kind of systematically going through and clearing out some of these structures here. Could even produce an extra unit just to kind of bolster this little stack that we got here. I think we could probably handle this battle without too much trouble. Do have to be careful, though, because these flamers are 100% protected from fire, so flame tank's actually not going to be all that beneficial for us, so maybe that battle won't be as easy as I was initially thinking. We'll hold off then. So let's see, maybe we can produce something to help us here. Suppose we could just make a hatchling. Either that, or maybe we make something. Yeah, and here we go. We've got an engineer. We'll send the engineer on through to provide some assistance. Okay. So yeah, Bittercrest made that builder. We already dealt with that. Ripura has produced a Storm Priest. Now it's quite well defended. Very happy there. We have another Lightning Cannon here, which, now that we've kind of dealt with Colm, I'm less worried about sending units down this way. And instead, I'd actually like to send the Lightning Cannon up in this direction. Have it kind of move that way. And instead, I'm actually going to send one of these Storm Priests down to come and guard my city down here. And, you know what? I think we will make an engineer real quick. And then we can make another lightning cannon after that. But we'll make an engineer just to be able to reload all of our cannons that we're creating. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what to do with this cannon. All right, so yeah, now the big question, how do we want to redirect War Master Hobby maybe north into Awaness's domain there? And I think that's probably going to be what we do. Let's head up this way. And we're kind of on the hunt here, so we're going to get a little bit aggressive here. And hopefully we're not biting off more than we can chew with our little army that we've got here. And take an additional step. Oh yeah, we do have to be careful. There's some pretty decently powerful units here. A couple of Evangelists, a couple of Exalted, another Exalted there. Yeah, I definitely have to be cautious. Okay, maybe that wasn't the wisest sending War Master in like that, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Again, I mean, I think we've got 2 cannons, 2 flame tanks. Yeah, we're pretty battle hardened. I think we'll be okay. And then what I'm thinking is if War Master can kind of carve up through here, he can then link up with Holly in this region, and we can put some work in. And then we've also got these machines stepping up to help us out as well. This flame tank can move on up here, and that'll actually free up this flame tank to perhaps move in and reinforce War Master's position a little bit. There we go. Now, this stack's kind of done its job already, so we can probably send this stack over to start maybe just clearing out some structures or something like that. I think that's going to be kind of a wise choice for them. Just trying to think what would be... you know, we could grab this flyer and throw it in this stack, actually. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. You know what? Maybe we grab the haste berries here with this stack. And then we move... Yeah, let's do that. We'll grab the haste berries and then we'll move over this way. There we go. So Fahas has the engineer. We've already done that. Prospector we already dealt with. Asiat's engineer we've dealt with. Bebjun's cannon we've dealt with. Hard Thistle's flame tank we've dealt with. So that's all good. Now, do we want to summon this Hellhound, or do we want to redirect and switch our spellcasting over to Suppress Nature and just get that done? Might be nice to just throw that up again rather than having to wait. So I think maybe we'll do that. Let's redirect, and then we'll cast that. There we go. Now, as for research choices here, let's think about kind of what we've got for some options. So, thanks to that big boost we have some choices here. We now also have access to Spelljammer as an option. Constructs a Spelljammer on target location. Construction costs 30 mana, 30 gold, and takes 2 turns to complete. Spelljammers prevent the casting of spells from all players but their owner in a 3-hex radius. Interesting. So I could throw that up to kind of protect the city from enemy spells, or if I'm sieging a city or something like that. Might be kind of nice. Yeah, that could actually be really, really cool. You know, if I've got like a prolonged siege that's kind of going on, that might actually be really, really good for me. Now, the only spell that I can do in a single turn here, using the stored up knowledge that I have, would be Force Field. I think I could do Force Field and still have enough then... Ooh, unfortunately not quite. I was going to say if I had... I would need 210, and then I could do the Force Field and still have enough. Because what I'd like to do is do Force Field and then Resurrect Hero. Or I guess I only need 3 more. Because if I spend 140 on Force Field and then have 60 left, I could then add that and do Resurrect Hero in a single turn as well. Or in 1 turn rather than it taking 2 turns. I don't think there's really anybody else I can move to try and get some extra knowledge, can I? I think I've pretty much done everybody. Like did we move Leo? Yeah, we already moved them. Yeah, that's no good. So, yeah, I think we're kind of at that point where we'll just have to make a choice here. This cannon, we can probably retreat back or join up here maybe with the army that we have. I think that's probably going to be what we do. So let's go and join up here. Yeah, we've kind of moved all of those guys. So, looking at this again here, I mean, again, we could use the stored up knowledge to make one of these happen more quickly. I mean, again, part of me wants to just get Force Field out of the way in 1 shot. I mean, if we do that, I think we could still do Spelljammer in 2 turns. We've got Hellfire or Destabilized Mana Core, again, quite useful for us. Dampening Field. Generates a mana negating field that doubles the mana and casting point cost of spells from everyone but its caster. That's kind of a tough call. I'm going to maybe wait on that one and just see if there's anything else I can do in the meantime. Again, I'm pretty sure I've exhausted all my movement. Just checking one more time. Be really, really good to get 3 extra knowledge from something. But, yeah, I don't think that's going to be possible. So, we'll have to settle for a choice here. Yeah, let's do Force Field. We'll get it out of the way. And yeah, now we can still do Spelljammer in 2 turns. We have Weapon Kit as well. Target friendly infantry or pikeman unit gains the Fire, Blunderbuss, Sabotage, and Throw Net abilities until end of combat. So that's a combat spell. For a second, I thought that was an upgrade, not a spell. That'd be kind of cool as an upgrade. Yeah, our irregulars would get Sabotage. Let's do Spelljammer, and we can spend the extra knowledge on that to make it happen a bit faster. Rados down here, we can... Let's do Merchandise. Remnor. Maybe we produce another unit here. Let's do... You know what? Let's do a Forge Priest. Zaire. We can do a Hatchling just to have another unit. Meanwhile, in Ripura, I think we're maybe going to just do Merchandise for now. We've kind of got quite a few units there to guard the city, so pretty happy. And the reason I'm doing that is because, of course, we've been harassed quite a bit in Ripura, and we can divvy those units out as need be to other cities. Up to Bittercrest. Again, we don't have a ton of extra income here, or of extra gold available, so let's do maybe a cannon. Actually, Bittercrest maybe would be better served holding off on a machine production. Let's do Hard Thistle and do the cannon, actually. Meanwhile, in Bittercrest, really don't have a ton of gold, so I think we'll just do... Ooh, hang on. We might be able to forge an item. Let's see. Can we forge something that's not too expensive. How much would it cost for a... just trying to think what would be a good item for a hero here. Emergency repair, what's that going to cost? 49 gold, not quite. What about healing? How's that? 33, okay, we can do a healing item. Again, I'm not sure who that's if that's going to be of really a ton of benefit for somebody, but... You know what, let me look around before I do that, and then I think we'll call it an episode. So let's look at our heroes and see if any of them would benefit from healing. Obviously, Pimpton already has it. Welby has Guardian Flame, so he can kind of heal that way. Leo has healing now, thanks to the item that he got. Our Dreadnought here has Guardian Flame. Colm has Nourishing Meal. So maybe we don't need a healing item. War Master Habby doesn't really have anything. That's the only one who doesn't have a healing ability. But again, he's leading primarily machines, so not as important for him. So yeah, maybe we won't worry about spending that extra little bit of gold. We'll just let it pile over until next turn. Asyut here, again, same story. We'll just do some more merchandise. Beb Jun, unfortunately, can't really do anything this turn, so more merchandise. Same in Fahas here. This flame tank, it would be great to get it out and involved because it's kind of an expensive guard here. But maybe we'll have it sit for one more turn just to continue guarding a little bit. And this group here, we can... You know what, perhaps maybe we break off one of them to join this stack just to provide a little bit more oomph for some of these battles. We can maybe send the cannon on down here. Meanwhile, the flame tank can keep on moving up this way. There we go. Okay, so that's going to do it for our turn here. We can decide on maybe a spell to cast for next time. But anyway, I think I'll just call it an episode right here. Zoom right out. That's, I think, a decent place to end it. So, pretty good developments there. We killed off Colm. So, Colm is dead. That's 1 out of 6 opponents that's been killed. That's the first of hopefully the rest of them. So, we're going to save it as episode 25. And I think this is going to allow us to hopefully start the snowballing here of momentum. I'm really optimistic about that. So, as always, guys, I'm going to end it right here. As always, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.